Hello and welcome to Model Dads. As you might be able to tell from the sound of the rain, we return our focus to the UK to take a look at the Plastic Soldier Company's 15mm late war British infantry figures that were announced just before Christmas. The Plastic Soldier Company's late war British infantry 1944-45 consists of 144 figures and 6 models, although I counted 138 infantry and 6 2-inch mortar cardboard triple tubes that totals 144 pieces. Available for £21.50 or $35 US$50. That's about 15.5 pence per figure. The pack contains enough to build a 3-platoon company, including the company HQ, as well as 3 2-inch mortar teams and 3 Piat teams. The rear of the box provides a useful painting guide mapped to Vallejo model colour, as well as Plastic Soldier Company's own range of primers. No bases are included. Inside the box you get 12 dark grey hard plastic sprues, 9 labelled infantry and 3 labelled command. Thoughtfully placed narrow sprue gates ensures a quick and easy separation, and I recommend you use a dedicated set of clippers to reduce clean-up time to a minimum. There's no flash, and whilst mould lines are visible on the sides of some figures, they are neither as prevalent or as difficult to remove as in previous ranges. A few figures have visible sink marks, but these are not going to be noticeable after painting at this scale. The infantry sprue contains 12 different figures with 2 models, the Bren team, requiring assembly. Aside from the Bren team, all figures are posed advancing or firing and are armed with Lee Enfield rifles, except for this chap who carries a second Bren. Figures are represented wearing 1940 battle dress and Mark II pattern helmets with scrim. The characteristic thigh map pocket isn't represented on the left trouser leg, and it's not clear to me if a second pocket has been sculpted higher on the right. Otherwise, it would have been nice to see some variation in uniform and at least one figure in a leather jerkin. All the usual pattern 37 webbing is neatly tooled, but the light respirator case, usually positioned on the left, has more or less been consistently swapped with the water bottle on the right. The prescribed method of wear for officers' webbing was with the holster and ammo pouch on the left and binoculars and compass pouch on the right, although in practice this was often reversed. The officer model here wears his pistol in the prescribed way, but, very unusually, has it positioned for a right-handed cross draw. Proportions are chunkier than the previous range of German infantry and poses more naturalistic than their wooden predecessors. The Bren team is modelled prone and assembles very easily. The command sprue contains 10 different figures, 4 of which, the mortar and Piat teams, require assembly. Officers are posed standing with a map or speaking into a radio. NCOs are represented advancing or kneeling whilst gesturing with their arm. Support weapons are modelled prone. Perhaps the weakest poses are reserved for the NCOs, who appear not to have a neck. The officers add variety to the set, and the radio operator with the number 18 set is nice to see. Measuring around 18mm high, the Plastic Soldier Company's British infantry would not be out of place with any of the currently produced figures by Battlefront or Peter Pig. In terms of relative proportions, I'd say that the Plastic Soldier Company's British are closer to Battlefront's Guards British than their older range of Commonwealth infantry, then followed by Peter Pig's range. Plastic Soldier Company's late war British infantry are a vast improvement on previous infantry releases and represent excellent value for money. These well-proportioned figures are neatly cast in a range of more or less convincing poses. Minor errors in uniform and, possibly, equipment aside, details are crisp and clear, and whilst it would be good to see variety in the uniforms presented, the set is thoughtfully put together. Some of the 2-part support weapons are very nicely done. Highly compatible with other manufacturers' ranges, Plastic Soldier Company's British add affordable variety to existing collections or are an ideal opportunity for the new infantry commander to enlist. Recommended.